sleeping with me. That's insulting her morals.
And then the conversation afterwards that Courtney would have totally got on me. I could totally hit that. The perception management thing afterwards. I'm not picking a side. I'm just saying to say that she didn't have a valid logical
Who
point.
said that thing you just said though, Nick? Nobody said that.
To think that he didn't know. Did you know that she had a boyfriend?
No.
You didn't know that she was with Jay, really?
Dude, shut the fuck up.
This is my response to that.
I'm talking to Eric. Shut the fuck up, Taylor.
Neptune, this is my response to that. I knew she had a boyfriend at some point in the past, months ago. I had heard her mention Jay before, but I hadn't seen him around in a long time, and I'd seen another guy in her apartment, so I thought maybe they were on the outs. I don't know. It was enough doubt to justify what I did, which was suggest she visit me in LA, and when she told me Jay, when she was with Jay, I said, oh, well, you shouldn't come here then.
Did you watch it, Neptune?
I did watch it, but it continued after she said.
Not because of me. I tried to drop it several times. She kept bringing it back to the topic.
And Taylor, I honestly think you would be like, oh, well, yeah, come on. If you would have heard the conversation after all that.
But, okay, Nick, who said these things?
Okay, let's replace Katie with Courtney, and we don't know if you guys are in an open relationship or not. So if Eric decides to hit on Katie, how would this play out?
Has Eric visited? Stayed in the house that Jay...
Irrelevant. I'm asking you, if Eric does not know the status of your relationship and he approaches Katie in the same way...
If I was in Jay's shoes, it wouldn't be a big deal at all. I would expect it.
I think you're full of shit, and I think that you would react quite differently. That's all I'm going to say.
But next thing, the point is, it's not analogous because I do know Taylor well, and I don't know Jay well. And I do know that Taylor is in a relationship with Katie, and I didn't know with satisfactory certainty anyway. I thought it was possible. I wasn't sure what the status of this shit was. I felt no need to ask before suggesting she visit me. And I shouldn't feel a need to ask. If I knew for sure that she was with Jay and that they were solid and all that kind of shit, then I wouldn't have bothered doing it, and I wouldn't have wanted to be disrespectful to another community member's relationship in that fashion.
And why is it insult to try to get on someone anyways? Neptune.
Repeat that?
Assuming that you don't know they're in a relationship, why is it insulting their morals?
Because you proposing that they would come over and possibly sleep with you and cheat on their boyfriend is saying, oh, you're the type of person to cheat on your boyfriend.
He said the first thing he said, assuming you don't know they're in a relationship.
Well, I was operating under the assumption that you knew. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but I asked a question that was different than that. And assuming that you didn't know, how is that an insult to try to get on somebody? How does that insult their morals?
Okay, I didn't hear that first part. But yeah, okay, I agree with you there.
So it's not insulting morals then if you don't know they're in a relationship?
I really thought that Eric knew because everybody else in the room knew.
Listen, what I knew is that she had made mention of Jay as a boyfriend. I knew that Jay used to be her boyfriend because I had verification of that because I saw them together a lot. Now, the fact that she's not announcing that they split up doesn't necessarily mean they're still together. I hadn't seen him in a long-ass time. And so as far as I'm concerned, there's a decent chance she's available, at least sort of. I never got the sense that they were super serious in the first place. When I first went down there, one of the reasons I thought that she wanted me to get on her was because she told me explicitly in no uncertain terms when I said, oh, I'll be happy to visit you and your boyfriend, because I was always doing shit like that to make sure to reassure people that I wouldn't dare ever try to get on them. She said, oh, he's not my boyfriend, when he's sitting right next to her.
And he's not going to be her boyfriend for much longer since she's just revealed to the world that she wants to have his baby. That's going to scare him off if nothing else is.
I don't think so. I think you both are way off base on this whole thing, and I think that you misunderstood her grievance, and I don't think you've looked at it and taken it into consideration seriously, and you've rejected it as just an FYI claim. I think it's awfully
I'm not. No, that's retarded. That's retarded to think that I haven't thought things through and looked at
It just doesn't sound well. I'm
It
saying
is.
that out of knowing how intelligent you are and knowing how well you can understand such things.
I know. And I also know that you're someone who can use their own introspection against them, and that shit doesn't work here with me. With me, it doesn't. From what I saw, and I only saw what I saw, which was the video section. From that, he did nothing but compliment her, which I consider a compliment when someone says, "I want to."
The argument you're making, Taylor, 1,000% on point. Everything you've said is 1,000% on point. Nothing can be argued if you're looking at from that narrow point of view.
That's
If you
the
haven't
only
taken
point
that
of view I have.
consideration, if you haven't taken the other points of the conversation into consideration, if you haven't taken her point of view into consideration, if you haven't looked at any of those other things, then you are on point.
She's not taking
You are not making points. You are saying what we didn't do.
But I'm saying that
You're making strong arguments based on a narrow point of view.
I can do this in a
very
I
narrow
take
thing.
point of view into consideration. I also realize how it's retarded to assume
To
that.
take other people's point of views into consideration.
No, it's retarded.
Okay. If that's your point, I have no further commentary, no further question, no further anything to add.
Nick,
Don't
how
do
is
that.
that?
Anything else?
I'll fuck you up with it because you're wrong. Right? You know where I'm going with it.
What?
You know where I was going with that, which is she has no basis to be offended by dudes hitting on her.
No, you, like I said, you had not taken her grievance into consideration. Listen
What
to
is
her.
her then let's walk
That's
through
not
it.
the point she was making.
What was the
I didn't
point?
like that you hit it on me, Eric. You think that's what she
What
was
is
saying?
the point?
Nick, make a fucking point. Stop saying
Make a
this.
point.
She was saying that you managed perception where you made it seem like I was actually considering sleeping with you.
Right.
In which the aftermath was his very wording saying she
Okay.
would have totally slept with me. I could totally sleep with her if I would try harder. That was
The
just
reason she-
all these other things. It's to say anything else is
Nick,
insane and
but
wrong.
Saying
Nick.
to believe that she believed that shit. She was trying to navigate around and figure out why she was pissed off.
No, God, no. Y'all are fucked up. You just
Nick.
cognitive bias. You're jerking each other off right now. Stop it.
Nick, we're not talking to each other. We're talking to you.
You are trying to get off your fucking white horse.
I'm just speaking to the reality of the situation.
No,
It's
you're not.
obviously obvious to me, and I understand what she's saying.
You're
I'm
being
taking
a
her
fucking
into
Disney.
consideration. Are you?
You're being a white knight.
But no, he's not even doing that.
Okay, personally attack me,
Only thing
Taylor.
you've said so far, Nick.
That's a
There's
strong way. That's a strong
one thing.
argument right there.
Nick,
That's
you said one thing. Nick, in all these words, you said one thing. Right? I don't even remember what it is at the moment. It was the last one of the most recent things you
I'm
said.
done talking about it.
You know, and your point was, I guess.
Getting out of things when you're not winning them.
No, I just look at both of you and I look at me against you two with I already know that you both have a solid argument. And it's fine. I'm not trying to argue on those. The framework you're using is correct. Yes. It's just narrow and short-sighted and really inconsiderate
No,
to any other
not.
possible logical frameworks, which you were denying
You're
existed.
gonna get walked into court and you don't like getting walked into court.
It's a shouting match, isn't it? Let's see who can yell loud.
Okay,
Let's see who can do that.
Nick, shut the fuck
Two
up.
against
Dude.
one.
Oh my God.
I've been
shut
here
the fuck
before.
up.
Okay, I have no stance anymore. But I want to know your reasoning, Eric, for making a video out of it.
I mean, I found it highly instructive. I found the process instructive. I found the video instructive. I found the video entertaining. I think the reason Courtney is protesting so much is because it's kind of clear, I guess, in the video by looking at her body language. There's moments where she's kind of going like, well, maybe. But it's not because I cut it that way. I included
Oh
the
my
shit
gosh.
she said the worst shit to me, right? I included everything. I was entirely fair in it. And the reason I made it is because its value as a piece of media and as an actual experience vastly outweighs her privacy concerns.
Which she shouldn't have in a raw room anyways.
Right. It's a public room where shit's getting recorded
You look like
for
an idiot.
exactly that purpose.
Both of them left.
God, they're bitches. Both of them.
Such bitches.
If I wasn't so hungry, I would say we should make a video about what bitches they are right now. But you've already made a song, haven't you?
We should make a video about this little uproar here.
God.
Since I took down the video I worked so fucking hard on, then I might as well make another video.
I
Yeah.
gotta go eat something. I'm just gonna get crankier and stupid.
Go eat something then. I'll be still ranting. I'll be mid opening rant when you get back.
Yeah, you will. See ya.
All right. Okay, I'm here with Susie and Audra, and we had some exciting drama here tonight in the raw room and talking to people as Eric learns the hard way as usual. Some of the consequences that can happen when you play shit fast and loose all the time, right? So yeah, Courtney was mad. And Jay was upset too, I think. And Courtney was then mad again. And then she wouldn't listen to me. And then she started bringing up this thing that happened when I visited all the people on my big trip. And I think she envisions that was going to be a good attack or something, but she'd be better off sticking with this one today. That has no ammunition for her at all. That's not going to make her look better. It's going to make her look worse. So I don't know what the deal is with that. She doesn't look bad. The only reason she looks bad is because she's protesting so much. She never said she was going to sleep with me in the video. She never said, yes, I want to go to Los Angeles. She said things like, you're delusional, Eric, and you're a weirdo. And yet, this evening she insisted on calling me to, again, incorrectly make claims that I somehow she had somehow given me a sign to hit on her or something. I said, no, you definitely did not. I made that really clear in the video. She didn't want to hear any words of truth, so I don't know what she's so upset about, except for the fact that probably it fucked up her relationship in some sense. I didn't do anything wrong. We're in a public room, we're recording it. It's designed for that purpose to make videos like that. I'm brave, so I put up a video of me being rejected, right? That's a good thing. It helps everybody to get to see that rejection is no big deal. It's perfectly possible to give 0 fucks, and it's admirable to do so. Now, if you're I don't know. I guess I can understand that it was less than wholly well advised, but I have to make some mistakes to learn from them. I've never tried to fill this role before. I don't understand the rules. I don't understand what even I seek exactly. I just am trying to figure out how to optimize from my former approach, which was very poor, very failure assuming as a opening starting point. So I didn't do anything wrong at all in that video. There's nothing wrong about the video at all. I say, Courtney, you should come visit me in Los Angeles. She says no. When it finally gets to the point when she says, I'm with Jay, I say, in response to that, oh, you shouldn't come out here then. A little later on, she tells me I might have his kids. I say, well, you definitely shouldn't come out here then. Right? At one point, she tells me I'm delusional for thinking that she'd ever sleep with me. I tell her it's not delusional. It's not going to happen. It's not delusional to think that if you were visiting here, that I would successfully better. Certainly, I'd make a game effort of it. And that's a perfectly reasonable thing to conclude. The only reason that she has to conclude that it's crazy of me to think that might happen is that she's in a relationship. But I didn't know what the status of her relationship was until after she told me. There's also been an indication